So this is the rocket launcher, and there's going to be however many groups of 4. So you're going to give each group, initially they'll get a paper and this, and you need to demonstrate. So they're going to get this because when they're finished, their rocket is going to fit on here like this. When you fire it, it's going to fit on there like that. So they need to have this to sort of get the right size. So what you're going to do is you're going to show them. They're going to roll the paper up this way, so it's not that way, it's the long way. Okay, I'm going to see if I can do this with one hand. So they're going to roll it up as tight as they can, but not crazy tight, because if it's too small, it's definitely not going to fit on there, right? So they're going to roll it up, but better than I'm doing, because they're going to use 2 hands. Because if it's too big, it's not great either, okay? So they're going to roll it up, and then they're going to tape this seam right here. So let's get one that I've already done. So they're going to tape the seam. Then they're going to put a piece of tape across like this. And then another piece of tape across like that. And then they're going to just take strips of tape. It doesn't matter if they're closing a seam or not, but this whole thing should be taped. So this entire thing should kind of be plastic. And of course, just one end, right? Not the end. So that's what you're going to demonstrate that they're going to do. That they're going to roll it up. They're going to tape the seam. They're going to put crisscross tape here to close that up. And then they're going to put tape to make this entire thing covered in tape. So it's plastic and solid. Then you can give them some cardboard, and you're going to give them one of these. And you're not going to say much. You're just going to say, figure out how you're going to make this rocket. So we don't coach them other than having them get a good seal on that. So you give them some of them, just one of these, and they're going to be like, what do we do with it? And you're like, whatever you want to do with it. So the rest of it is just trial and error. So they're going to try it, and then they're going to bring it up here. And so they should bring it up on the stick. Otherwise, it's just going to get wrecked. So just tell them to keep their roll, hang on. Keep their roll on the stick, and then they'll come up like this. And then they'll take it off the stick, and I tell them to put their stick just there. I don't want it getting all dirty and nasty and everything, right? And so then they will put their rocket on here. And then you will take the pump, and they can pump it up. So you'll attach the pump right here. I'm going to take this nut off, and I'm going to put it somewhere safe so it doesn't get lost, okay? I'll put that somewhere safe so I can, because those things always get lost. So you're going to put the, you're going to put this on there. And then, oops, sorry, I guess I didn't show that. You're going to put this on there, and then kids can pump it up. So you're going to pump it up to 60. So this triangle's there. This is movable, though. So, but you're going to put it on 60. The kids can pump it. That's fine. But you are going to fire it. I don't want them firing it. So everybody needs to be behind. And so what you're going to do is, once it's pumped, so you got to make sure this is shut when they're pumping it. And when it's pumped up, if you slow like this, it's going to slowly release the air and get nothing. But you need to release it. You need to release it like that, like super quick, because then all the force is going to be behind this thing. And these things go like 300 feet. It's crazy, crazy. Okay, so once it's pumped up, you tell everybody they need to be behind you, and you just go. So what I do is I take them up basically on the sidewalk up by the pine cone jungle. So I put this down. I put this launcher down on the sidewalk, and then the kids, I would bring tables outside, like outside the window of Division 4 of Hires class, and I put however many groups there are tables out there, 7 tables, whatever. I get the kids to bring them out, and then they work there, and then you just stay, and the teacher will be with you too. They've done it before, so, but you just stay with the launcher, and the kids will just like come and go. So they come and they try it. If it doesn't work, they figure out why it doesn't work, and they go back. The thing it needs to be is a bit of clay in the nose and no cardboard. But this is all like totally trial and error. And so like I said, you just tell them how to make the initial wooden rock it, and they'll figure the rest of it out. Some of them will just blow up, but they don't get more clay. They don't get more tape, really, unless their thing blows apart. But if they listen to you in the beginning, it'll be fine. But it's just a lot of trial and error. They'll go back, they'll change the wings, they'll take the wings off. Then usually in the end, everybody figures out that you just need a bit of clay on the top, and that's it. And that's how you get your distance. And then you can go in the equipment room and get the measure that they use for like long jump or whatever. And then I start measuring. So what I usually do is measure out, I don't know, measure out 100 and then put a stake or something in the ground and then just use the measure from that point, because the measure's not going to measure like 300 or something. And then we kind of, after a while, we kind of have a little competition, see who's can get the furthest. All right, so, and then after, of course, make sure you collect all the tubes back. Everything you need is right here. So I have, this will be on my desk. So you need this paper is back there. I'll have this in a better, I was just pulling out. It's a bit of cardboard. You can find some more cardboard here and there, I think. I have some boxes there if you want them. And here are the tubes. In this bag is the clay. I think we have enough clay, but I'm going to go over to get some more. And then we have a bunch of tape in this bag. A bunch of tape, and I think I'm going to go today. I guess I'll have to go get a bunch more tape. Okay, so I usually just keep it all in here. And this is what you're potentially going to be bringing to Alderson and bringing back up here. All right, so I figured to tape it would be, this is the coolest thing ever. It's just the coolest thing ever. The distance you can get on this thing is shocking. So safety is paramount, of course. All right, and again, you'll be doing it with their classroom teacher, so it should be good. All right.